Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Insert Coin to Play. This is episode 8. With me today is our friends Cheech.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And Ariel.
Hey, what's up?
So, sorry about what happened last week. Ariel got punched in the face several times and had to go to the dentist. Actually, no, that didn't really happen, but he did have some problems at the dentist. And I had allergies. I wasn't feeling too well. And I think Cheech was just having computer problems, and he just wanted to throw his out the window.
I came pretty damn close, guys. Pretty damn close.
But we're back again for another week, and thank you for listening to us. There's a lot of news that went on last week. But before we get to the news, what has everyone been playing? Ariel?
This weekend, I guess a little bit of everything. Some Street Fighter, Primal, which I'm really enjoying. Let's see, what else? Black Desert, been playing some of that.
Oh, nice.
Checked out some of the free games on PlayStation. Just, I don't know, spreading my time thin everywhere.
Nice. How about you, Cheech?
I played the Star shooting game. That's actually pretty awesome. But other than that, it's actually kind of close to with Ariel. I did play Primal, which is a pretty good game. I actually I'm like 10, 12 hours into it already. I played Black Desert. That's pretty good MMO. I also, what else did I play? I played some Street Fighter. So all around, good amount of split games around all around.
Good split of different genres.
Yeah,
which is always good. For me, I've been playing Fire Emblem Fates. It's still a great game. It is time consuming on my end just because there's a certain feature that you can do it in the game where you can have two of the characters fall in love and make babies and then have the babies fight for you.
Of course you want to make the babies in the game.
Of course. But you know what? The reason why is because the babies are a little bit stronger than the parents. So they also get extra perks. So I've been focusing so much on doing that I have proceeding in the storyline like not that quickly. Even though I could probably go through it a lot quicker than how it is now.
I've been looking into that game a lot, and I'm probably going to buy it. I don't know.
Storyline-wise, it's really good. I know there's problems with people saying that it's a lot more censored than it is in the Japanese version. I couldn't tell you because I never played the Japanese version. But
it's America.
But the way it is now, it's a great game. I actually convinced one of my friends, JR, and he picked it up, but I think I only played a little bit of it. And then I've been playing Street Fighter 5, of course, practicing with Cammy. Yeah, I told you. I've been getting her crossovers and getting used to her hooligan attacks, which is good. But I'm not that strong in terms of poke / what's that, drill? Well, her drill attack. Oh. But you can just, my reaction time isn't as quick where it's like, oh, I know I'm going to hit them. I can go straight to a drill attack for a secondary combo.
Hit confirms.
Yeah. But I've been doing the crossovers and learning some other moves. Which, oh man, doing the normal mode 30-man, bitch. I kept on losing. I was so sad.
With Cammy?
With Cammy, yeah. I got so mad after losing like twice because I would get up to like 28.
You know what the trick is? To do normal at least. After the first fight, you start doubling down, right? You just double down as much as you can till about like the 10th or 11th fight.
Yeah.
And by that time, you should have like 200,000 points, roughly. And from there on out, as you collect points, you can just heal up and whatever. You'll have more than enough points to kind of just stay fully healed.
Yeah. The trick is save all your stuff until level 20, and then from level 20 on, you start using your heals.
Yeah.
Every match, take topped off.
That's what I've been doing. That's how I do it on hard with Karen. And
hard is,
I still get to late 30s.
Yeah, that's once you start crossing that barrier in hard, it's just like, God, I hate this right now, man. Like, you just see yourself, and like, when you need some health, you don't get any freaking like substantial health. It's like low. Get out of here, man. Give me like a high or medium health,
But yeah, I did pick up FarCry Primal today, but I haven't got to play it. Of course, I picked up the PS4 version, which these two hate me for.
Actually, I'm in your team almost soon. I mean, every time I play FarCry now, I mean, for those of you guys who don't know, I actually play my PC wirelessly on the controller sometimes. I just want to lay down. And unfortunately, the latest patch for Microsoft updates, once your controller goes off, your mouse stops working. It's just making the beeping sound every time you move it. It's just annoying.
That's so weird.
Yeah, that actually happened to me also, like the other day. Like I mentioned earlier, I thought it was just my my mouse going out. I thought it was done. so I'm there, and all of a sudden, all you hear is beep 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 beep. Beep, beep. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what just happened?
Yeah, so right now I just have my controller wire, and it's just hooked up right now, and just staying there like that forever until they.
Luckily, it stopped on my end though, but God knows when it'll continue again.
Yeah, and we were only able to find out that problem because this game came out this week, which there was a good amount. I mean, a good amount of games that came out, which. Unfortunately, PC players won't be able to play this one, which is Mortal Kombat XL, just because they don't have that second set of people.
Yeah.
But, well, all you can probably do is just watch the video, because everyone's just interested in the fatalities. I watched the fatalities, I was like, alright, I'm good. I don't need to play this game anymore. But that's the best type of the game. And you know what? Since it's the beginning of the month, I was thinking that we do a new segment talking about the newest games that are coming out this March. As we mentioned, Mortal Kombat and Far Cry Primal came out. We also had Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
No, Nintendo, I don't want it.
I was going to say, Ariel keeps on getting messages to buy it.
Yeah.
That's on my pad. It's actually in my drawer. Just
those,
there.
what is it, those gamepad notifications where it just keeps coming up. I'm like, here we go again. I bet you it's Twilight Princess. Like, I look back because the gamepad is behind me, and of course, there it is.
I actually never played it. I keep hearing good things about it, so I'm interested. I might
really
play
good.
it. But, Dolphin.
No. I picked it up when I bought my Wii, and I never played it. And I still have it. And then I bought this one. So.
Oh, good. So I could buy Dolphin. I could go grab your disc, and I could just play with high res. Perfect.
Yeah, if you want. Shoot.
Wait, but is that game actually locked to 30 frames on the Wii U?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, no, they locked it because they wanted to, preserve the game originality.
Yeah, the cinematic feel.
Sure.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Well, I bought it because it came with an amiibo, and I was like, hey, that amiibo looks pretty nice. I want to...
That's actually, no, to be honest, that's actually one of the reasons why I want it, because that amiibo looks fucking nice.
It does.
So, I don't know.
Is it the Wolf Link amiibo?
Yes.
Or?
Yeah.
Wolf Link with, I think the name of the character is Mighty, Smelby.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Yeah, so. Well, that came out. I'll probably play it one of these days when I have time. But this upcoming week, which is March 8th, we have The Division coming out. I know I'm picking it up actually for PS4 because that's the only version I was able to get the collector's edition for. And I know Cheech and Ariel had a good time playing it. Cheech, are you going to pick it up?
Yes, I will pick it up. Honestly, I'm still debating the platform, to be honest. After all these issues that I had the weekend, it just kind of made me think back a little bit. I'm like, God damn, do I really want to get this for PC? So I don't know, man. I will make the decision last minute on Monday.
If you're gonna get it.
No, I will get it. I will make the decision if it's PC or PS4.
How about you, Ariel? You gonna pick it up for PC probably?
I purchased it.
Yeah, he bought it already.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
What was it, like prior to the beta or around that same time? It was on PC before. I just said, fuck it, let me get it.
I mean, it is a good game based on what we played it.
Yeah, I enjoyed what I played that little amount of time I got with the game. But I could definitely see where like Cheech is coming from with this, because that's kind of how I felt after playing Gears of War, right, on PC. Where I was just like, God, can this shit just work, man? Like, damn, I'm tired of games not working.
But let me tell you my story so you guys can see it. This is how I almost threw my computer out the window. It was close. So I buy this Primal game, And I'm hyped because I really want to play this game. I'm a big FarCry fan, and I enjoyed all of them. I'm like, you know what? I like the setting. Let me get this. So I install it. I start playing it. It plays beautifully, 2K max, 60 frames per second. I do this Windows update, and out of nowhere, I get in 2015. I even sent a video for Greg and Eric to see, and it was just like slow motions.
Oh, that's terrible.
I removed the game, reinstalled it, removed the update that happened, and it will start playing up for a little bit, start off good, and then out of nowhere, just slowdowns begins. And it was to the point where I literally punched the keyboard. That's why that's why my V
your K key isn't working.
Yeah, that was
or
my
V
V
key.
Yeah, my V key wasn't working because of that. It's working now. I punched it. Yeah, I punched the keyboard, and then I punched the PC.
Damn.
Dude, it was so bad. I'm like, I just want to play this goddamn game. I don't want to troubleshoot it. It came down to me restoring the PC. I mean, it only took an hour and a half because of the SSD. But yeah, it was. It reminds you sometimes why console will always be forever. Some people just can't deal with that shit.
Well, most of the times I would say console, because sometimes there's when they release a terrible game and not working, and they're like, "Oh, we have a patch."
Well, but then that's actually the game, though. This is actually not the system. This was the system.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. This is your PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun times. And then the whole thing with what you just said earlier, with the bug with the controller, disconnecting your mouse.
Yeah, so it happened twice today on me. And the thing, the problem is that there's no way around it. You have to force cold boot your PC. Well, for those who don't know, cold boot means just fully shutting it down. Because once you hit restart, it just stays there in the restart loop of death, and it would never restart.
Yeah. But, there's two reasons why I like to buy games for the console and not the PC. And one being the physical, of course, but two is I work with PCs and Macs like all day, and sometimes when I sit down at a computer, like say doing this, I get
think of work.
I think of work and I get fatigued.
Yeah,
I'm like,
what really?
Yeah, that actually happens to me if it's a really busy troubleshooting day at work. Because Greg and I, we work in IT, so sometimes it's just a really busy IT day and it's just extremely problems. I don't want to go home and sit on my PC. I just don't. I tried it, and I tried to play a game. I literally fall asleep on it.
yeah.
For me, I don't know. I tend to differentiate because, although I'm sitting in front of a computer all day at work, right? To me, that's just a work machine. Then when I get home, this is a entertainment machine. So, there's somehow this line of separation there, where as soon as I sit down on my computer, this isn't a work machine. I already know what it is. So I don't get that same feeling that you.
That was me before I was in IT. I think IT is a little different because I think you're tinkering more and stuff, and kind of doing probably almost close to the same things when it comes to gaming and like modding or installing and whatnot.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Control not working, mouse not working.
Yeah, control not working, mouse not working.
Fuck, I don't want to deal with this.
So when I came home and I started having those issues. That's why I started punching things. I'm like, God damn, it work.
And for me, it's sitting on the couch. I feel a little bit more relaxed than sitting in the chair. I mean, my chair here is all right. There's some holes in it, some rips. My chair at work is a lot better, but yeah, I don't know. I feel more comfortable when I'm just sitting and then watching on the television instead of my monitor.
There's a solution to this, Greg.
Get a bigger monitor, bigger chair.
There is a share in my apartment extra, but he doesn't want to pick it up, so it's still there.
It's an even better solution. You just move your computer next to your TV, hook it up, Steam Big Picture.
I was thinking about that. I'll do that when Volta comes out, not Pascal. I'll do it I'll do it for Pascal, which, if you guys don't know, is the next video chipset. I'll do it for whatever GTX Ti that they have for that one. I'll build a little mini computer for my TV. But that's another time. Other good games coming out this month. We have on March 11th, we have the Hitman. If you're a PS Plus member this past weekend, you were able to play the beta for free. I finally got to play it. Thought it was great. There was a little performance issues, but the overall experience on what you were able to do within the game, because there's 2 different missions, I thought it was actually pretty good. It seemed like it was a lot of fun. And I know, Ariel, you played it for PC like a week back, right?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, I'd like to see more of what they have to offer, but yeah, the general experience, it was good.
It was good?
Yeah, I played it for the PS4 too as well this weekend.
Oh, did you have fun with it?
I'm not a big I'm not a big like Hitman fan. It was alright for what I got from, but I wish I had more, and then the performance issues was not helping it sell it to me.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was just like 30 with like drops to about like 25.
30? Shit, that shit was more like 10.
Really? Well, you know what was weird?
Certain areas.
I was getting low frame rate and audio sync problems during the cutscenes.
Yeah, the sound was a little off. I know the sound of the cutscenes, yes.
But I don't know if it's because that part was just being streamed or if it was actually the game because it was in beta. But I don't know. I'm on the fence if I'm going to try to do that $15 prologue just because I want to play it. I liked the series before. We'll see. Ariel, you already bought the game, right?
Yeah, I already bought it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'll probably find out from you first.
The only reason why I'm interested in getting it is just as a benchmark type of thing, because it will be pretty much the first DX. Well, I mean, there's Gears, but we don't count Gears right now. DX12 game that actually has asynchronous compute for AMD cards, which is going to be interesting how this is going to play out with NVIDIA, which apparently their latest driver has asynchronous support as well. So it's going to be interesting.
I didn't say. I just noticed I do have an update.
Yeah, they finally did it through drivers. So let's see how that stack. I mean, I would say this: if somehow they match the performance on a hardware level with AMD, then I don't know. I don't know what to say to AMD. Like, what the hell? Like, they're actually matching their performance on the driver software level.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Pascal's supposed to be asynchronous, also, isn't it?
I don't know if it's hardware based. I don't know, honestly.
Oh, okay. Because I remember that article that you linked up with Pascal being shown at the next conference that they're having in June. And they're talking about the asynchronous and what's that other one?
I mean, that's the case, and it probably is a hardware-based asynchronous. I know.
Or unified, right?
Yeah, the unified memory, yeah.
So, we'll see how that all turns out. Maybe it'll be good. But all I know as of now, I'm still sticking with NVIDIA just because how well their drivers are.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only reason to stick with them. Besides the whole crap works. Other than that, I mean, so good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. GameWorks needs to go, but it's a conversation for another time.
Yep, that's a long one.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of DX12, we had Gears of War. The first one, the Ultimate Edition, actually did come out for PC earlier this week. Which was part of their... I guess that was part of the conference that they talked about last week that no one could talk about until now.
Yeah.
And Ariel picked it up, and Ariel's extremely disappointed about it. And why are you, Ariel?
I mean, it's fine. It's playable. A lot of the issues seem to stem from the fact that as soon as you unlock the frame rate, because by default it comes locked at 30 frames per second on PC. So therefore, I mean, if you're fine with playing at 30 frames per second, you're golden. When I locked it to 30 FPS just to see how it would perform, all the issues that I had at 60 frames per second weren't necessarily there. These issues that I'm referring to are stuttering, which happen quite frequently. And aside from that, you have audio hiccups to go along with that stutter. So it's kind of immersion breaking in that sense, as you're moving around, hiccup or stutter, audio cuts out here, or I don't know, it wasn't smooth.
Remove the post processing, the HBO Plus thingy.
Well, that's mostly for AMD users. That
it's apparently working for NVIDIA too.
But and I actually messed around with all the settings, and the hiccups, the audio hiccups still happened. Like once you unlock, and by unlocking, you're not necessarily unlocking the frame rate either. Of course, and this is part of the whole Windows system, the universal, what is it, platform?
Yeah.
But you're just
UWP.
unlocking it to your monitor's refresh rate, I believe it is, which is probably 60 frames. I don't know if it goes anything beyond that. But yeah, when you lock it at 30, it's fine. Like, the stuttering isn't there that I saw. The audio hiccups weren't there either. So it seems to have something to do with that whole unlocking frame rate situation, which I'm sure they can fix via patch. I just hope they do it soon. And the only other thing I would say is the lack of options, mostly with AA, because the only option you have is FXAA, and there's some pretty ugly aliasing there at times. Which I'd like to see addressed, but I don't know if it will be. But yeah, it looks good. The game, it plays well. What I find interesting though with Gears of War, this one is that you would swear that this is what the game used to look like, right? Because even when you think back on games that you've played a long time ago, you have a better image of that game in your mind. But when you actually play that game, it doesn't look as good as that. So. But for whatever reason, you kind of feel like this is what the game used to look like, but it just looks a whole lot better when you compare it to actual footage of Gears of War back in the day. But yeah, they did a good job, aside from those few issues.
And that's not why we go into PC gaming, to be locked at 30. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Isn't PC gaming always supposed to be 60 or higher?
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for an update to that game. You could run it at 60, like you do the benchmark, and it's showing that it's 60, but then you play the game and you get stuttering issues.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't know. If I get 59 frames, I'm throwing this shit out the window. I mean, I didn't buy it. I want to buy it, but I saw the issues. So I'm like, let me hold off on this Windows Store thing, shenanigans for now. Mm-hmm. I mean, I do have the game on Xbox One, so and it does look nice on Xbox One. So I have no rush to getting it yet. And if I have a little multiplayer fever, I can just always jump on the Xbox and play there.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of gameplay, we're talking about performance, but in terms of gameplay, it's still solid, still fun. Nothing much has changed on that front, but what they pretty much did was just overhaul it visually. And yeah, it's fine. I mean, if you played Gears of War in the past, or you've never played it on PC or want to check it out, I'd say go for it, but you might want to wait a little bit till they get some updates in there.
Yep, and holy crap, do Microsoft believe in any sort of compression? Because, 52 gigs to download a goddamn game?
Yeah, man, I don't understand why that game is so big, man. That makes no sense to me.
It was 52 gigs just to download?
It's 52 or something like that. I don't remember the exact number, but it's pretty large for that game, which even after playing it, I'm like, if it's the textures, okay, textures look all right. I've seen better textures.
Yeah, I think
smaller games.
Maybe I think the only logical reason for that might be because they do actually have 4K textures in there. So they probably you might download all that crap in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. Well, I'm probably not picking it up for PC. I already have the Xbox One version. It was on sale. It was on sale for $10. I was just like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I bought it at cheap too. So.
And then I got it came with backwards compatibility with the other 4, which I should have gave the codes away because I have the physical copies of them, but I was just like, I'm too lazy. Let me just put them in my system.
Yeah, I still got to play Judgment. I can't get into Judgment. I don't know.
They're not missing too much. What made 1 through 3 pretty well done was that it was written in concession and how, you kind of needed to know what happened previously. But Judgment was more of a stretch, I would say.
1 or 2 were the best gear. Multiplayer was 2, hands down. 3 just started to die down on me. Oh. So that's why, as big as a Gear of War fan I am, I'm just not trying to hype up 4 on me. I'm just trying to, let it play, see what happens, and, if it's good, then okay, back to Gears of War. But I don't want to get hyped out and then be disappointed.
We'll find out. That's supposed to come out at the end of the year. But
we're
only talking about March games. So the next March game that's coming out, which is March 15th, UFC 2. And Errol, I know you're a big UFC guy. Right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mostly because I enjoy playing with Selene, who's a friend of ours. Usually have a lot of fun fights. I mean, the game is kind of ridiculous, but like we've had fights in the prior UFC games where like it just starts and the first punch drops you, and we just die laughing. Like literally the first punch or the first kick of the match. That's it. You're on the floor. Game over. It's like what the hell just happened?
And the EA cover curse.
Yeah.
Yes. You okay? I wanted to go into that later on, but Cheech, since you brought it up, because I heard of what happened in yesterday's fight.
Yeah,
I don't watch
night.
UFC. Did you watch it, Ariel?
I actually fell asleep.
Okay.
He got
I had it on.
ripped.
but I knocked out.
He
That's-
got
Yeah, I
ripped.
saw the highlights.
That's fine. But so Cheech, you know about the EA curse. Tell
Yeah.
us about the EA curse.
Every time they add the athlete or our team in the freaking cover, they shall lose.
Yep. That's happened, I would say 90% of the time.
Look at that. Ronda Rousey, boom, dead.
No, it's funny
This
because
guy yesterday
Conor
doing...
McGregor, right?
Conor McGregor.
He got on the cover after he won after he got the belt from Aldo. And lo and behold, the minute he gets on the cover, first loss. But granted, yesterday's fight was a little bit different. I mean, he went up in weight divisions, and he was fighting Nate Diaz, and it was a good fight.
Oh, it's
But
just,
still,
wasn't that the same thing with Ronda too? She went up in weight
I don't no
or
to fight,
down.
no.
I don't know about the weight, but I know she got knocked out.
Yeah,
Got
she-
kicked in the neck.
well, that's
she
another
got
thing.
knocked
You have
out
Holly
cold.
Holm also yesterday who fought Misha Tate, and she lost also. So
Holly Holm?
yeah, she lost also against Misha Tate. So Tate has the belt right now.
So yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
fighting.
I'm not
EA
bad.
curse.
It's like the way I see it. No matter who would have won, it seems like, or whoever would have wound up on that cover would have lost anyways. But yeah, I'm kind of excited for this game.
You hear it here first, guys. Ariel said, "Don't go on the cover of EA Sports." All right.
Hey, that's known. That is known.
And so the next game that's coming out, which is March 18th, I know I'm picking it up because it has a Shadow Mewtwo card. Ariel's pretty excited. Cheech, are you gonna pick this one up?
I don't know. I mean, if my whole negativity towards PC keeps going, yes.
You're not.
Towards what?
Well, Pokemon tournament. You're not a big Pokemon fan or fighting game fan, I would say, right?
Not a big fighting game fan. I'm a big Pokemon fan. I mean, I still
See,
play
I
as a
think
grown-ass man.
Cheech, you would enjoy this one a lot more. Because
Probably.
It's less traditional fighter and more kind of like a Naruto kind of mix in terms of fighting.
But then again, I mean, I never said I was enjoying Street Fighter because I didn't play the hell out of it.
No, yeah, for sure. But, this one seems like even though it seems like it has some depth to it, it seems more basic, more pick up and play. I don't know, like more accessible.
Which I'll say. I mean, if I get my state taxes, then yes, I'll probably grab it.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
picking
gonna
up for
get
that.
it, but I was hoping for more traditional, less whatever it is they're doing now.
I think it's gonna be more towards how Tekken is.
No, they kind of came out and said they did a whole new system for this game. They didn't want it to be too similar to that. So they ended up doing something completely different. So it plays more so like, let's say, one of the Naruto games that they do where you have the battle arena, one button kind of does everything.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Sonic Fighters, but
And it'll shift. It has this phase shift thing where it'll shift into like a side-scrolling, not side-scroll, but like a 2D, like, traditional sort of fighting, and then it'll shift back, and I don't know. It looks okay. It looks like it may be fun. But yeah, I'm picking it up. I'll see how it is. I guess we'll play a few matches, Greg.
probably. I mean, we will. But in terms of fun, I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be casual, kind of like how
Yeah,
Smash
yeah.
Brothers is.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to go into it.
Yeah.
Just because another surprising fact, if you guys don't even know, Pokken Tournament is actually gonna be an Evo event.
Yep.
So that came out of nowhere.
So I think it could potentially, considering it's going to be at Evo, it could potentially, get a big following or a community around it, who kind of explore.
All I know is Daigo is going to be there playing Pikachu.
Is he really?
No.
Jerk.
I mean, who knows? Who knows?
But expect a ton of DLC for this game. Oh, expect a ton of DLC.
Just like Smash Brothers.
Yep.
Smash Brothers has so much DLC. It's
Does it? I
ridiculous.
didn't feel like I had that much.
Okay, you have each of the
And
characters.
all of it was like 30. Well, I bought it off for $30. And
Okay.
that was at the end of its life cycle.
No, well, the life cycle's still going, considering that they just recently released Bayonetta of Corrin.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, after I bought all the stuff today, including those characters, and it was like $30.
Yeah, that's still a good amount.
Yeah, I got
I mean, so the game's been out since, what? Not last October. It's actually been out a little bit longer, I would say. It's been out for a while, but they had a good amount of DLCs. But the next Nintendo game that's coming out for the 3DS, Hyrule Warrior Legends, is actually going to have all the DLCs packed in, that since that is a port from the Wii U game. Plus, they have an extra character, which is the female Link.
Linkle, right?
Linkle.
But they're also doing Linkle on the Wii U version of the game, right?
Yes. Since it's being released on the 3DS, they will release a version for the Wii U version. And that would be on March 25th. That's when the 3DS version comes out. There was a whole Nintendo Direct, which happened last Friday, if you guys didn't notice. A lot of good news about that one, which we'll go into later. And I would say the last two games for this month that are pretty popular. We have MLB The Show 2016 and Tropico 5. I picked up Tropico 5 when it was on sale on Steam. I think I played like 2 minutes of it and haven't turned back.
Wait, so Tropico's coming out, what, on console or something?
Oh, you know what? That's right. Tropico 5 has been out for PC and PS4. This is actually the Xbox One version, which is not the definitive, but it's definitive. I mean, it's going to be the one with like all the DLCs. So people who don't have a PC or PS4, but just have an Xbox One, will be able to play it. But I mean, when I played it for the 2 minutes, it was a fun game, and it always gets good reviews.
No, I've never actually played a Tropico game. That's Ubisoft, right?
I'm not sure. I can't even tell you. I didn't even look that up.
Whatever, doesn't really matter.
Cheech, did you ever play any of the Tropical?
No, I was not into that. I mean, you tell me SimCity or The Sims, yes, but not Tropical.
Well, those are most of the biggest games coming out in March.
Well, you missed one, bro.
Well, which one?
Black Desert Online, man.
That's right. That did come out a few days ago. What was it, Friday? No, Thursday?
March 3rd, yes.
That's right.
But there was some early access or whatever.
Yep, Thursday.
Early or whatever.
Yeah, it was the 28th if you pre-order, and official release was Thursday.
Well, you guys played a big amount of it just because, Ariel, you got it, and then you got the codes and you gave it to Cheech.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's different, that's for sure. I mean, I wouldn't say it's so much different. It's just the way you go about things is different than your traditional MMO. So whereas before you outright get a new quest, I mean, and that happens here, you can also unlock quests by talking to people and having conversations with them and stuff like that. So it adds another element to it. There's just a whole lot to that game.
Yeah.
A lot of different systems. And like Teach mentioned via, the chat, whatever. It's like real life almost, like the amount of things that you can do in that game.
Yeah, it's like, it's vast. It's freaking huge. Mm-hmm. I mean, I played a bunch of MMOs, but like, I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like it, but I don't think I'm gonna have the time for it. It's just you have so much crap to do in this game. Like, it seems like fishing is life in that game. Like if you go anywhere where there's an ocean, there's like a horde of people just fishing.
Yeah.
You do a lot of stuff. I mean, you level up certain things, even by talking to people around the town. It actually helps you unlock new quests. You get horses. I got a donkey now that actually freaking levels up by me using him.
What? Did you tame him?
No, I actually got it through a quest apparently. The combat is nice, though. I'll tell you that much. The combat is really nice. It's like an action-based combat. Yeah. I mean, apparently you could play this game with a controller, so I'm trying to see how
I
to
did
set that up.
test it with the controller. It works fine. My only issue with it is the way in which it displays the button prompts, where I felt like it wasn't efficient if you're playing on the controller, because some of the buttons require you to use, or some of the functions require you to use both buttons, or the left button, right button at the same time, along with the button that you need to press, and it doesn't really do a good job at showing you what it is that you have to press, so you kind of have to go into the menu system, check out the bindings, and figure out, what combination of buttons does what. But it works fine on the controller once you get around that.
Okay. I'm not going to play it. I probably want to play it just because, like Atit said, it's time-consuming. MMOs is...
I'm going to play it very casually, man.
But, sorry, what were you saying, Cheech?
No. It's true. It's just a vast game. I mean, the only thing good about it is you buy it once and you play it forever, which is, it allows you to play casually here and there, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I will eventually get it, but I don't think I'm going to get it after my trial is over.
Okay.
This is just too much.
How was it graphically? Because that was one of the premiere games where everyone raved about how the character creation...
Close.
And how amazing it looked.
Close? It looks amazing. I mean, when you're in close proximity of things, it looks freaking gorgeous. But then, when you're walking and 3 feet, and you're like literally 2 feet away, and a big ass tree just popping out of nowhere, I'm like, oh shit, was that there? This game has popping issues. Yes, popping issues. The background or the faraway lands, it just looks retarded. It looks like a PS2 game.
Yeah. The level, well, not so much the level of detail, but like kind of like the line of sight or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just pretty bad in this game, which is what kind of diminishes the visual quality of it, because otherwise it would look awesome if you can kind of stretch out that, the distance.
Yeah, right? I think it might create just some demanding, because I mean, the character models are really well done in terms of graphics. Like, it's something like, if you zoom in your camera, you're like, wow, this thing looks like photorealistic. But other than that, anything around it just doesn't match it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of crazy. Maybe they'll fix that in future patches.
Hopefully.
But I want to thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, like us on iTunes, and we're on YouTube also, our Facebook. You can listen to us at Libsyn. And, if you have any questions about any of the new games that we play, you can always email us at insertcointp@gmail.com or tweet us at ICTOPLAY.